Hi, Hope City. I just wanted to check in and give you our weekly update. First of all, I just want to thank you for being flexible and having a great attitude and participating in all the changes we've made to how we do church. And today, what I'd like to do is to give you a few updates on what's happening at Hope City, and then I want to invite you to join us as we lean into loving and serving our church, our neighbors, and our city during COVID 19. I want to start by celebrating some of the innovations that have taken place in our church over the last few weeks. The first being microchurch. I want to thank you all, early adopters, for jumping right in as leaders and participants in our worship liturgy. We really wanted to leverage technology to cultivate connection, and over 126 of you are now part of microchurch. The feedback has been incredibly encouraging, and it's been a great sign that as a church that's preparing for crisis, that we're on the right track. This Sunday is actually week 3 of microchurch, and we're going to be celebrating communion together, so please see our liturgy this week for some suggestions. I'm incredibly excited for us. I feel like right now in microchurches, we're kind of living out the church as we see in the New Testament. The second thing I want to celebrate are the formation of 2 Facebook groups. The first being the Hope City Community Hub, and the second being the Hope City Prayer Group. We've seen an incredible amount of connection and conversation in these 2 groups. And I want to encourage you to keep posting in the prayer group, and also to keep praying for Connie and Alan as they face their health challenges. As for our community hub, we have so much that's going on there, so much creativity. I can't believe we never did this before COVID-19. If you want to see, for example, if you want to see pictures of our church and where you see everyone, we have a lot of that posted there from our microchurches. I also want to highlight some of the amazing online hangouts that we put together. Amy is leading a workout group that meets every Monday and Thursday at 5 p.m. over Zoom. Justin is hosting a Netflix party movie night next Tuesday, and he's connected a lot of you with a great deal of mushrooms so far. Brian is hosting Sunday lunches after liturgy, and it's open to all. Natalie is putting together a workshop about the spiritual practice of walking with God. And last but not least, but this is actually something new, it gives me great joy to let you know that the chairperson of our elders team, Chris Chan, he's also AKA DJ Panda Beat, for those of you who don't know, but now you do. He's going to be hosting our first ever Hope City dance party over Zoom. And so this is going to happen on Tuesday, April 7th from 7 to 9 p.m. And so there's going to be more details coming soon. We've also created the community hub, not only as a place of connection, but actually as a place of care and cooperation as well. I think we're doing an amazing job with connection, but I don't want us to forget that this is also a place where you can ask for help and offer help to those in need. You see, when we put the hub together, we put it together so that if and when things get tough during COVID-19, we can pull together and take care of one another as the body of Christ. This means that the hub is a place where you can ask for help with meals or groceries, with pharmacy pickups, with ideas for crisis homeschooling, basically anything. We know that things are going to get worse before they get better, so this is just the calm before the storm. So my encouragement is to use the hub to connect, to care, and also to cooperate. As for what's next, the elders and the deacons and the staff met on Tuesday, and we had a chance to chart the course for how we can prepare best for the upcoming COVID-19 crisis. We quickly realized that before COVID-19, much of our energy and time in ministry was used to make Sunday worship services happen. We've pivoted towards microchurch so that we can use our energy instead towards connection and care. And so one of the things we want to emphasize as a next step for us now that we're in microchurch is missional connection. I want to encourage you to see the microchurches as a place not only to connect with those who are already in our churches during COVID-19, but as a place to reach out to others who are seeking connection and seeking God during this time. One of the most encouraging things that I've heard so far about our microchurches is the new friends and actually the non-believing friends who are being welcomed into our microchurches. This is amazing. We're a missional church, and I think COVID-19 can bring this out of us again. The second thing we want to emphasize as a next step is the equipping and training of our entire church for leadership and ministry, for connection and for care. A crisis means that all hands are on deck. Everyone is pitching in. And so that's what we want to encourage you as a church to respond to. It doesn't matter what ministries we were involved in before. We encourage you now to join a ministry that has something to do with connection and something with care. And the last bit is coordinating care. We do see the microchurches as the foundational elements of connecting and care, but the community hub is also a great place to ask the whole community for help and for us to respond. But we really do see that as the COVID crisis is coming, as things get worse before they get better, as things can drag on for not just weeks but for months, we're looking for care coordinators for each of the various cities that we happen to live in. For example, South Burnaby and New West, the care coordinator who stepped up is Jen Lee for that district. For Vancouver, Maxine has stepped up for that district. For North Burnaby, we're currently looking for a care coordinator. For the district that encompasses Coquitlam, Port Moody, and Port Coquitlam, we're looking for a care coordinator. For Richmond, we're looking for a care coordinator, and for Surrey, we're also looking for a care coordinator. And so how can you help us as a church in terms of making an impact during COVID-19? First of all, if you haven't joined a microchurch, it's never too late. Please do so, because microchurch is the foundation for how we build connection and care. But if you are already a part of a microchurch, here's how you can join us in the next stage of preparing for ministry as we face COVID-19. The first thing that we want to ask you to do is whether it's to lead or to co-lead a microchurch. Now that you've seen what it is and what it's made up of, you can see that it's so simple that any of us can really lead it. And we do see us doing this for the long term. And so when we also see our groups growing and multiplying, so more leaders are needed. And so I encourage you, lead or co-lead a microchurch. If you're not leading right now, maybe you can co-lead with the existing leader to give them a break, because rest is really what enables ministry to be sustainable. Another aspect is I think our microchurches are going to grow and we're going to need new leaders to step up. And so this is a great opportunity for that to happen. The next thing is to help us connect. Maybe you can lead a Zoom hangout, a class, a meal, a kids' play date, a prayer meeting, something that connects us together. This enables us to be creative for the sake of connecting with one another. And last but not least, but I think this is really the next phase of our ministry as a church. It's moving from connection to care. And so I encourage you to join a care team. Please let me know if you'd like to join a care team for your city. Please let me know if you'd like to be a care team coordinator for your city. You can hit me at phil@hopecitychurch.org, or you can message me on any of the platforms that are available. I just want to thank you for your time. And I want to thank you for your participation, for not only being flexible when things change, but I want to encourage you to lean in with us as we learn to be the hands and feet of Jesus during a time of crisis. I think this is just the calm before the storm. And so this is us getting ready, mobilizing our people to care and to be in a position where we're able to coordinate that care. Thank you so much. I love and I miss you all. I can't wait to see you at the dance party. Bye.